Hi, it's Mrs. Pope, and today we're going to talk about arithmetic sequences. Our goal is to find the nth term, write equations for the nth term, and find the arithmetic means. So our key concept here, the nth term of an arithmetic sequence is a sub n is equal to the first term plus n minus 1 times d, which is of course the common difference. So the a sub n here, this means the nth term. That means if you're finding the fourth, this would be a sub 4 because that's the fourth term. If this were a sub 5, that's the fifth term. A sub 1 is the first term. And then n, that's the term you're looking for. So if you're looking for the seventh term, you're going to put a 7 here. And d, this is the common difference. So remember, arithmetic sequences, something is added, the same thing is added each time, and that what is added each time is d, the common difference. So example 1, find the 12th term of this sequence. So we know the first, second, third, fourth. What if I wanted to know the 12th, or the 25th, or the 100th? Our steps are pretty simple. First, you want to find d, the common difference, and then you just use the formula, plug it in, and it will work out for you. So d, you need to look here and see what's happening. So take 16 minus 9 and you'll get 7. 23 minus 16, you'll get 7. 30 minus 23, you'll get 7. So you can quickly see that this is plus 7, plus 7, plus 7, plus 7. Make sure you try all of them because everyone has to be exactly the same. So I know that d is equal to 7, and now I'm going to use the formula. So I'm looking for a sub 12 because it says find the 12th term. So that's what n is going to be, 12. So a sub 12 is equal to a sub 1, the first term, which is 9, plus n, that's the term I'm looking for, the 12th, 12 minus 1, times d, the common difference. So a sub 12 is equal to 9 plus 11 times 7, right? So a sub 12 is equal to 86. Simple as that. Let's look at another example. Now we want to write an equation for the nth term. So this just shows me a sequence and doesn't tell me anything else. It just says write the equation. What's the equation? Is there one equation that I could use, and then I could use that to figure out what the rest of the terms are? So the equation that we're going to use, the one that we had before, a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Well, we need a few things here. We need an a1, which is 5. We need a d. Well, what's happening? Can you see what's happening here? Take negative 13 minus 5, see what you get. Take negative 31 minus 13, see what you get. You should get negative 18 each time. So this sequence is adding negative 18 each time. So our d is negative 18. Now we can plug everything in. So a sub n is equal to 5 plus n minus 1 times negative 18. So a sub n is equal to 5 plus, let's distribute, negative 18n plus 18. All right, so a sub n is equal to negative 18n plus 23. Now we have an equation that we could use to figure out any term. And you can check it and see if it works. If I were looking for the third term, if I put 3 in here, I better end up with negative 31. Why don't you try that and see if it works? All right, last example. Example 3, little vocab. Arithmetic mean. Those are the terms between two non-consecutive arithmetic terms. So I have 2 terms, but I need to know what's in the middle. Well, the way we do that, we find n, how many terms there are, which we can see that pretty easy. Find d, how they're changing, and then we'll use d to fill in the blanks. So here's our formula. We first want to find what n is. Well, we know what n is. N is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because there are 6 terms. So n is equal to 6. So we want to find a sub 6 is equal to, where is it, negative 8 plus 6 minus 1 times d. So we have everything except for d, so let's figure out what it is. So a sub 6 is equal to negative 8 plus 5d. Well, I know what a sub 6 is. A sub 6 is 22. So 22 is equal to negative 8 plus 5d. So if we add 8 to both sides, divide by 5, then you should end up with d being equal to 6. So now we found n, just by counting, we found d by using our formula. And so now we can use d to add everything in. I know that d is 6, so I have to take negative 8, and here I need to add 6. So I would end up with negative 2, right? And then add 6. I would end up with 4. Add 6, I would end up with 10. Add 6, I would end up with 16. Add 6, I would end up with 22. So now I've found all of my arithmetic means. Thanks for watching, and remember, you are responsible for your own learning.